Hello, my name is Kerrilynn, and I am so excited to be a guest on Divine Guidance with Patricia. We are going to have so much fun. I have so many things to share about celestial boxes, how to access spirit. I am an artist. I am a healing facilitator. I have been in consciousness my entire life, and have so many incredible stories and wisdom and ideas that will help support your growth, and truly look forward to having an amazing experience together. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. I didn't get to cheers you, but I cheers you now. And as my little fella said all over the holidays, he was drinking his eggnog, of course, was cheers and drink. Happy New Year, world. 2021. This is an amazing time to be alive. It's an amazing time to stand into your power. It's an amazing time to reach into your whole being and pull out everything that you are. No holds barred this year. No holds barred. Let's do this. And speaking of that, I have such an amazing guest today who I am fortunate to have in my close circle, who speaks volumes of what I just said, doing it. Jumping in with all that you are and bringing it forward to share. I welcome you, Kerrilynn. How are you?
I am so incredible. How are you, Patricia? Thanks so much for having me.
I'm going to need you to speak up just a itty bitty bit more.
Okay.
There you go. There, I want to hear your voice.
Perfect.
I'm good.
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
You know what? In preparing, when I first found out about hosting this show, you were one of the first names that popped up. So I'm really happy that you had the time to come and be a part of it. Let me turn my phone off. It's dinging like crazy. So Kerrilynn, I invite you to go ahead and tell our beautiful listeners a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Well, when I was a little girl, I have been accessing spirit since I can remember. I would communicate and see auras when I was 2. I would be talking to spirit when I was 9. And I really started to learn how to connect to my gifts because I had a bit of a tough childhood in school, and I was bullied a bit. And so I would take that time to reflect and go into spirit and be able to hang out there. So my connection to spirit was pretty consistent when I was younger. And we just kind of started working together as time continued.
Wow. That sounds a lot familiar, doesn't it? There's many of us who have, that conscious experience. And for myself personally, my trust, my knowing, and my security was more with spirit than it was with the humans around me.
Exactly. I always felt safe there. Like when I would literally just watch my ceiling turn into liquid, and I would just go through it. And then I knew that I was somewhere else, and it was safe for me to be there. And I felt supported, and I felt loved, and I felt cared for, and I felt nurtured, and I felt all those experiences inside my soul when I was there. So I would spend many hours just lying on my bed when I was little, just staring at my ceiling and astral traveling because I wanted to go to this other land.
Well, it's really interesting you bring that up because, I mean, we've got no, on Divine Guidance with Patricia, there's no script. Even though some guests might like a little bit of guideline and what are we going to do? But if you know me, and you want to be part of this show, it is whatever spirit brings forward during this hour. It's their platform as well. So bringing two people together that do follow divine guidance is a great opportunity to allow that opening. So I call forward all my spiritual teachers and holy groups and Kerrilynn's spiritual teachers and holy groups, and we ask that you use this platform today in the way that is needed. So be it. Thank you. So, with that said, I do want to ask you a question. And the question is, so a lot of people will say, oh, well, you guys were just in this really big fantasy world. You had lots more imaginary friends than I did. But,
Yeah.
How do you know that you were actually communicating and working with spirit? And what does the word spirit mean to you, Kerrilynn?
Okay. Question number 2, what is spirit to me? Spirit is universal consciousness. Spirit is source energy of a place of the universe that communicates through you through vibration and sound and feeling. And by understanding how to discern the feeling of the information coming in, you can discern where the information is coming from. And so for me, I know when I ask a question to Spirit and they respond to me faster than I can even finish thinking the question, and there's an answer already back that there's no way I would have known the answer to that. That's why I was asking the question. And the information comes in like this, so fast, and your body pings and it vibrates like this. And you know you had a connection. You know that, and the information rings true. And sometimes I cry. My crying is like a barometer of good and not good. But either way, it lets me know what's going on with me. And so when I get really happy, I cry. When I know something's right for me, I cry. My body vibrates like this, and I just start getting jittery. I know because you feel it inside your being. The information that comes in from Spirit, because you embody it.
That's amazing. There's a saying, I'm not sure if it's Hopi, but I love it. It's the soul would have no rainbow if the eyes had no tears. And the other one is that the tears are excess emotions and knowings that the mind can handle, and so you let it flow.
Exactly. And
that's easy. Amazing. So what is the most exciting part from birth to now that you continue to carry in a very strong base that you rejoice as being Kerrilynn? Wow, that's a question. Thank you.
That's a good question.
Oops.
I love the extra right now. I would say the point in my life right now is kind of where I'm feeling that, literally. I feel that the most incredible things are starting to create all around me all the time. I'm feeling joy and experiences coming through me. I'm getting new ideas. I'm feeling new energies. I have new inspirations. And I feel that I've gone through this journey that was up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, up. Like you kind of go through this whole thing, right, to get to the other side of the rainbow. And when I was driving here today, I was thinking about the hero's journey, and I'm like, Kerrilynn, you're like at the end of one of your segments of a hero's journey. And here you are holding your sword, and you're here, and you're on it, and you're talking to Patricia, who's super awesome, and being able to share it. And I'm in Victoria. I live in a beautiful space. I feel blessed by the universe. I love going. I get to go to the mountains. Like everything that my heart has truly been desiring is starting to unfold right now. And so I would say now would be the present time I feel that way.
Yeah, I can relate to that. I know there's been many times throughout my lifetime where I thought, wow, I'm finally me. And only for, something to come up and another quest, for lack of a better word, another opening, another awareness, another struggle, initiation. There's so many words get in the way.
But those never stop. Those initiations, they don't stop. I had one just yesterday in the bathtub. Those initiations never stop, because then I always think of it this way: when you have a breakdown, you get to have a breakthrough.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
and it's okay to break down. And when your truth isn't your truth, and now it's your truth, and now it's not your truth anymore, that's okay. That's okay. That's called breakthrough. And we all go through it. I truly don't feel there'll ever be a point in my life where I'm not going to go through something to break through it to see something else.
But isn't that the passion of being alive? To be aware, to be alive, to be consciously alive on all levels. There's one of my hardest things with this guest listeners is that there's so much about Kerrilynn that we would have to have show after show after show. But what I've asked her to do is to bring forward some of her artwork, her paintings, and a couple other things that she does do, that she lives through, and she does her work through. So we're coming up to a break. Hi, I'm Patricia McNair, host of Divine Guidance with Patricia. And I'm here to help you live a more authentic, spiritually connected life. Join me every first and third Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Being who you are in everyday life. is the key to unlocking soul wisdom within that our whole self already knows. Get ready to embrace your spiritual, mental, and emotional well-being, your whole being. Discover your gifts and strengthen your connection to spirit. We will explore earth guidance, divine truth and love, past life lessons, and so much more. So listen in to Divine Guidance with Patricia and join in your personal adventure to triggering, opening, validating, and being all that you are. For more information about me, visit divineguidance.earth.
The Truth is Funny. Shift Happens with Colette Marie Steffen is excited to welcome Kerrilynn Benton as a monthly guest host. Tune in on the third Wednesday of each month at 8 a.m. Pacific Time to regain confidence and trust in your capacity to create change in your life, your health, your family, and your well-being. Kerrilynn Benton is a mother, nurse practitioner, certified body talk practitioner, Franklin Method instructor, and owner of Limitless Living LLC. For more information about Kerrilynn, visit KerrilynBenton.com.
Do you need a makeover on your finances? Do you have more month at the end of your money? Do you wonder where all your money goes? Donna Palmore has been helping people since 2015 gain control of money so they can live out their purpose. If you need help or know someone that does, go to ProverbsFinancialCoaching.com to book your free 30-minute consultation.
The vibration of change, that magical place where life shifts from struggle to ease, from stagnation to forward movement, from old ways of being to new ways of becoming. If you're like I am, it can be rather elusive to get there, but when you are in it, you feel it down to your very core, don't you? And it can positively affect everything in your life, from your relationships to your health and well-being, from your career path to your abundance, from the quality of that inner connection to the fullness of your self-expression. On the Christine Upchurch Show, we explore ways to get into that vibration of change with experts in the fields of consciousness, psychology, spirituality, health, healing, and science. Join me, Christine Upchurch, every Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time on KKNW AM 1150 and Transformation Talk Radio, and learn new ways to step into your vibration of change.
If you've ever had a broken heart, you know how painful that can be and how long it can sometimes take to heal it. I'm Megan Edge, author of The Heart's Journey, Healing Hearts, Oracle Cards, and Guidebook, published with Balboa Press and Hay House. In The Heart's Journey, I share with you my own heartbreak and how I healed it through the beautiful hearts that found me in nature. From taking photographs of these hearts for myself, I've created this beautiful toolkit, which includes the guidebook, which has my story, how to work with oracle cards as a healing tool, and the story of each of these hearts as they cross my path. I've also created a beautiful journal. There's a pen, a bookmark, and of course, the 42 Healing Hearts Oracle cards. You can order The Heart's Journey, Healing Hearts Oracle Cards, and Guidebook through my website, meganedge.ca, through Balboa Press, Amazon, and many other places online or your local shops. I look forward to hearing about your heart's healing.
Welcome back to Divine Guidance with Patricia. I'm Patricia. And we have our Kerrilynn from Esoteric Realms with us today. And Kerrilynn, I asked you to bring a couple things that you do and create. And the reason I did this is because we can sit and tell our stories, but if we show our stories and let it unfold, sometimes it's more engaging and people get things that we may not be able to say. So you are going to bring forward your celestial boxes, and I've seen pictures of these, and I've looked through some of the stuff that you've done, and to me it's a deity bringing forward consciousness that assists and makes up that deity or that whole, and you yourself are giving the pathway to all of these energies and all of these beings to say, I'm here. And that's what hit me when I looked at them. But please share your side, will you?
Oh, absolutely. So these boxes came to be when I was figuring out or feeling into what do people need if they want to go to spirit, if they want to access consciousness, if they want to do it, and maybe never ever heard of it before, or maybe they're just getting into it, or maybe they've been doing it for a while, what tools would one need to create this experience to go through the whole field? So I struggled with, should I make a goddess box, or should I do this specific box, or just this specific box? And I realized, well, what if I could have encompassed everything into it and then have a feeling go into what the experience is? And I thought, that's what I can do with my boxes. So I built into this box I have here. It looks like so. It's a sweet wooden box like this. And inside has a whole bunch of little treasures in it. And some are only native here to Victoria. And
what's the name of this celestial box?
This is the Under the Sea box.
Under
it's
the
very
sea,
mermaid. It's a mermaid-like box. It has a lot of energy. When I felt into this box, I felt instant mermaid. This is a mermaid box. Whoever gets this box is going to have an affinity with the sea, with seahorses, with mermaids, with shells, like all of that kind of that primal energy is in this box.
Okay,
and
let's see what's in it.
So I always start my boxes with a tarot card, and this was the Page of Cups, and I always look up what each thing means. I don't know tarot well. However, I saw this card, and it felt right. And when I looked it up, it had to do with abundance and all these beautiful things. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is someone who is looking to expand. That is someone who is trying to get out of their box. They're trying to go further. So got them this card. And then inside here, I have a beautiful seahorse. And look at how lovely this is. This is a real seahorse.
Oh, wow.
And so the energy, when you meditate with this seahorse of the consciousness, it'll just bring you in deeper into that frequency, right?
Nice. Yes.
Right? And then I have these sweet little crystals, and we have an amethyst, we have a jasper.
Down a little bit more. We're not seeing it. There you go. Now we can see it. Yep, perfect.
A gold blue stone. Here we have a beautiful, check this out, beautiful blue one. We have an amethyst. We have jasper. We have a bloodstone. It's green. And I want to teach people, how do you connect to these crystals? But first, maybe, you're not sure which crystals you want to start with. So here's a good set that gets you moving, right? Mm-hmm. And then, because we're moving into new energies in the new realms, and we've dawned into the new age of Aquarius, and all these new energies are coming into the universe and into our earth, we might need things internally to help stabilize those. So what I built were beautiful little tinctures. And so this is Ophelia's Access. Now, I worked with a master herbalist to make this tincture because I wanted to help the new energy stabilizing your DNA construct inside the body, and to be able to work with the new energies. And so I went to the universe and said, okay, what ingredients do we need to make this tincture? And with him and her, there's the universe, and the master herbalist, together we picked out, and we're both guided to which herbs were right. And
Don't give it away. Don't give it away. Don't give it away. Let it be a surprise.
So anyhow, what we did is I went into the quantum field, and I was able to work with this tincture on the 1111 portals when it was built. And then I meditated with this tincture for 30 days under an eclipse and another portal stargate before it was bottled. Wow. There's a lot of energy in here. And the liquid was so light, and now it's super heavy. So you get the whole dynamic of the fluid changed. Mm-hmm. And so I have what's called Ophelia's Access. And then I also have what's called the Rainbow's Bridge. And this is a flower essence that helps stabilize energy. So together they work as a set. And so, of course, those had to go in your box. Perfect. Yeah. And then I created another thing that I feel is really important to learn how to do in spirit, is to automatic write spirit, automatic do that kind of work, kind of journaling, internal stuff. So no box is complete without a journal and a pen. And then that way you can write down all your thoughts and feelings and start automatic journaling. But whenever you want to go into spirit, sometimes you need to build yourself a portal, and that's why I built you a bath soak. And so that way you can create a portal in your bathtub and you can go into spirit, because I find going to spirit is way easier in the bath sometimes than anywhere. And then we created sweetgrass, because you always want to smudge yourself. You want to clear your energy before you do a lot of work. So it's good to have that in your little kit. And then, because I feel the fairies are very important, I made sure that they had bells and chocolate, so you have offerings. So you start learning how to bring the fairy lands into your world. How do you work with them? How to connect with them? Well, first you want to give them something, because they love offerings to be able to come and play with you, right? Mm-hmm. And then, because I felt unicorn magic was really important. I built a black light unicorn wand.
Nice.
With it, right? And then you can put it on your altar, but you can also use the energy of it to learn how to maneuver your energy through. Mm-hmm. So you have a tool, right? And then I have this holographic unicorn seahorse sticker. Mm-hmm. So with the theme of underwater. And then I also have blue and pink lotus flower.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and so you can use this in a tea. You can put this in, you can smoke this with tobacco. You can do anything with this, and it will help your soul. And then I have this really neat lip balm that I got here in Victoria. It felt right, and I needed to get it for this box. Mm-hmm. And then I made a hand-painted necklace for you. And so this is to help you astral travel into other realms, you see. And so they look like so. This one, every box has a different one in it.
Mm-hmm. Of course, yeah.
They're hand painted, and they look like so.
Oh, they're shells. That's a shell. Beautiful. And you hand painted that.
I hand painted it, yeah. And then it can sit on your high heart chakra, and then that way, when you meditate, it's going to help open that portal for you. So it's another tool to support you, and it glows under black light.
Nice.
Right. And
now that must be it for the box, right?
No, there's more. So then we have, there's more. So we have all these different oolong teas in here for you, so to help you with, you want to relax. We have tea. Mm-hmm. And then I have a unicorn facial and a fairy tea facial. And these are really organic spa products to help your skin. And I feel that if you're going to pamper yourself as a goddess of a mermaid, you're going to want to have really glowy skin and feel really good about yourself. And the inner and outer make or match, right? So why not give a little external, a little internal together, and everything works in cohesion, right?
That's right, Kerrilynn. That's how you.
And so then you have a crystal, and then you have another gemothermal mask for your face, and then we have a mermaid Arctic cooling waters, which will help if you ever have like soreness or stiffness. Just put this on; it's all organic. It works. Okay. And then I have a spoon. I've got a spoon in here because I'm going to be teaching courses, and telekinesis is one of them, and you're going to need a spoon to take the course.
Okay.
Got a spoon. And I also made, there's one more thing here. Almost there. This is a pendulum, and it's really pretty. And it looks like so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we have that. And then we have a little candle holder and a little more Damania and another crystal. And that all comes in a box, in this particular box.
And a selected painting with...
Yes, absolutely. And any print of any picture that I have prints up, you can have one of those, which is a 5x7, which will help you when you want to start astral traveling.
Okay.
To a pathway to be able to get there. So every tool in this box is built to help you transcend, to be able to get to that next level. And then I'm going to be offering courses on this box in the new year, teaching you how to do this, or how to astral travel, or how to move things with your mind, or how to automatic write, how to do these things. Maybe you don't know. Maybe you're not sure where to go. Well, I'll teach you. And I'll even build you a box first to give you all the supplies to do it.
There you go. What a deep connection you have with your clients, and you can build that relationship through creativity and feeling the energy of what is needed, and yet allowing them to have what they need to empower themselves as you guide. I think that's amazing. How fast could we transition to each phase of your box? Is there a set protocol, or can people just go as they're guided and as they feel with these boxes?
I would go as you're guided.
Okay.
You feel with these boxes, and you just gravitate to what. That's why I made so many different kinds.
Well, there's a lot of people that have, they're excited to do that. And then there's a lot of people, as you're aware, that are a little bit hindered. And so would they be able to give some sort of questioning as to the steps that they could take?
I actually give you a PDF document that explains absolutely everything that's in the box. Plus, I'm also taking training to manifest in the quantum field, and I'm doing online video trainings, and I'm setting them up right now that go with this box.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, so then that way there's a list of this is how you do this, and this is how you do this, and then you can choose what do you want to do.
So we've got 1 minute left. And so celestial boxes came to you, and are you feeling excited about producing them for all of us?
Yes, I'm very excited because it's going to connect to your soul. It's going to connect to your guides and our guides and my guides. We can have a little conversation and figure out what you need. And then we can create something even specifically for you that comes up for you. So you're not limited to just what's available. We can create something that's specifically for your soul together.
Okay, we're about to go into our next break, and I'm going to ask Olivia if it's okay with Kerrilynn if we can open the phone lines for any callers who might like to come in and ask Kerrilynn a question. We do not do online readings and things like that on my platform, but you're free to ask any questions about what she's talking about and how it can help or how you can be guided with her information. Thank you, and we will bring you right back, Kerrilynn. Thank you for sharing that celestial box. They're gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love them. It's like you can allow your inner being to play and have fun with each little piece. And
even that child picture.
Yeah. Yeah, like you're free to be free. I love it.
Exactly. Right? So you can not have to be in limitations. You don't have to be in a box or a circle. You can just be free.
Mm-hmm.
And just
okay. Yeah. Well, we'll see you right after this break. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Laura Goldstein, and here's a Coffee with the Universe tip. It's no secret that anxiety and overwhelm are on the rise. While the tendency is to suppress these feelings, anxiety is really a messenger that's telling you something is off, very off. You might be shooting yourself and living a life based on someone else's expectations. Maybe you have trouble saying no, or maybe you're following the fearful voice in your head that demands you do more, be more in order to feel worthy. So see where you can make a few adjustments in what you're doing to get rid of the overwhelm and create more peace inside instead. To get more tips like this, tune into my Transformation Talk radio show called Coffee with the Universe. It's a live call-in show. I'd love to chat with you.
Are you tired of being tired? Hi, I'm Mary Jane Mack. Did you know the adrenal glands, the workhorse of the body? They are the means by which you position yourself in life for whatever comes your way. Tiny but mighty, producing hormones the body uses to promote energy and vitality. These adrenals determine how you respond to stress, and when depleted, the body loses its ability to function powerfully when we need it most. The much-needed adrenaline or epinephrine is not available for emergency situations. Cortisone and cortisol, the longer-acting anti-stress adrenal hormones, can also become depleted due to the pace of our everyday lives. We overwork and undernutrition our most powerful ally that helps us to live the lives we desire. We are able to determine the optimum function of the adrenals and put your system back in balance. Contact us today to feel powerfully energized at 888-777-4232 or visit us at maryjanemack.com.
Is your mind running the show with thoughts bouncing around your cranium like a jet-propelled ping pong ball? You can't focus or relax. Quieting your mind is key to having a sense of inner peace and to being able to access your inner wisdom. So how can you quiet that racing mind? Just breathe. Sit with eyes closed and breathe in slowly, filling your lungs to capacity. Then gently and fully exhale. Repeat 10 or more times. I assure you at the end of this exercise, your mind will have slowed and your body relaxed. You'll be better able to access your inner wisdom, guiding your personal evolution to becoming your highest and best self. I'm Carrie Kadombi, and I'd love for you to join me on Transformation Talk Radio for my show, A Spirited Exchange. For more information about me, visit my website, thedivineguidancegift.com.
Welcome back to Divine Guidance with Patricia. My guest today is Kerrilynn Noble from Esoteric Realms in Calgary. She's now in BC, Canada. As I said before the break, I'd like to invite any callers who would like to come in and speak with Kerrilynn or myself. The number you can call in at is 1-800-930-2819. 1-800-930-2819. Come on in and say Happy New Year and get to talk to this amazing guest of mine. So, Kerrilynn, I was saying during the break, and I'm going to repeat it live, is the interaction that I saw beaming from you as you were sharing each piece of your creation. And I have to remind the guests that was one celestial box containing all of that. So when you got the message or I like to call it, push from spirit to make these celestial boxes, what was your first thought before you took that action?
How am I going to do this?
Typical. Yeah.
I learned, the universe taught me something really cool in July last year. And it taught me something that I ask all the time that makes a difference in my life every day. And the question is, what is it that I can do that I don't know? And can you show me what that is?
Perfect.
So I took that approach to my box, going, can you show me how to do this? And I would really need some support, and can show me what can already be done, you know? Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden you start getting the messages and you start getting the feelings inside you. And it's when I get visions, it's like a movie playing in my head, but not, you know? And so I started seeing things, and I would touch something, and then I'd be like, oh, now I'm going to add this. And then I would do that. And I'm like, oh, and what if we did this? And I go and do that. Oh, and what if we did this? So these boxes took me 6-7 weeks to put together because I didn't have a list of, oh, these are all the things I'm going to put in my boxes. It's like I had to explore the city. I had to go into stores I've never been in. I had to go into places and find shells, and I've never painted shells before. I had to learn how to Dremel shells and how to build jewelry and how to work with wire, all of those things. I had to learn how to build everything. I had to learn how to loop things and how to tie things to make things work. And I had to get support and training. And my roommate, Michelle, she was instrumental in teaching me how to make jewelry because she's amazing at it. And everything just kind of came piece, and then this piece, and then all of a sudden this came up inside me, and I'm like, wouldn't it be wonderful if they could have a facial and access consciousness? Wouldn't it be amazing if they could drink amazing tea and access consciousness? Like, what are the things that I could do to enhance that experience?
That's awesome.
So it became piece by piece by piece.
Yeah, it's like everything is represented by a different divine action. Without you taking the action, this wouldn't have been created. So I think that for myself personally, and in the global awareness, and you know that we communicate with people all over the world and universes, this is a year of action. This is not a year of learning, remembering. No. This is a time of action, a time of being. And I'm finding that a lot of people who are stepping into that action are being who they were training or trying to be for years and years, because they had to learn something else. They had to do this. It was like being an ever-ending professional student of spirit, or glamorizing spirit so that it's something bigger and better than what it, you know. So I think that when you decide to take your divine action, whatever it is, you don't need to know all of it, but set yourself into divine action in motion, people, and you will be amazed that you will start to be who you're wanting to be, thinking you are. That is going to disappear immediately, and your original divine purpose is here. Your original whole being will step into alignment to be who and what you are. But you have to take that action. You have to take the steps out of comfortability. You got to take the steps out of what you think you know. You got to take the steps like you did, right? So, I know an hour is not long, and we do have our phone lines open, 1-800-930-2819. We also have the blessing of this being streamed, and so you can watch the replay if you don't make it here. So thank you, everyone who's going to take the time to do that as well. what I would like to do, because what totally, you amaze me on so many different levels. Each new time we talk, you're doing something else. And you always know, Kerrilynn, how to take it from here to there. At least you come across and make it look easy. But you do it.
Up against the wall and you just wait for it to stick, and all of a sudden starts working. You're like, oh, that's the message that works.
There you go. But you
trial and error.
Across really like it's very easy. But everyone's hard ones are hard. And so we have compassion and we care. When we know someone's hitting a hard one that might seem very easy to our being, you still have to be kind because that person is going through their hard one.
Absolutely. And my hard one's still my hard one too. I still fall apart and cry on a toilet. So everyone has a hard one.
Yeah. I'm really finding that a lot of old Achilles heels are being shown to each of us in our own way right now. It's like, yeah, you really going to do it? You really going to do it? Okay. Here, take it from.
We'll give you an opportunity. Are you going to embody it? Are you going to embody it? I know you talked about it. I know you've read it. I know you've seen it. You might have painted it, Kerrilynn, but are you going to embody it?
Yeah. Are you going to walk through it?
Are you going to do it?
So yeah, I'm looking at your beautiful top. And I'm really excited to let people know this process that you do and the process that because I see you and what you've done with your artwork, and then I see children being able to have that, and mothers and fathers, and I just see that energy is now shared even to the little ones. So without giving it away, can you tell me what you actually do that is very unique with your artwork, please?
Yes, I sure can. So I am an artist since I was little, and I started learning how to astral travel right when I was younger. So to do that, it bled into my painting as well. So I started astral traveling and painting at the same time and feeling all the color around me in the dimension. And then I started putting it onto canvas. And that's how the process really got started for me. And I have no idea what I'm going to paint. I haven't the foggiest. All I know is I'm painting something, and something wants to come through. And then usually there's little messages that come down from little critters into my painting who tell me specifically sometimes what they want to wear, how they want to be presented. And if it's not right, you do it again. And so I start with that process, and then I take photos of my paintings, and then I put them into a computer system, and then I make clothes out of them, and I build on my own patterns. Then I have a manufacturer make it for me, and I have a manufacturer here in Victoria and in Montreal.
Okay, so living proof. I don't know if you designed this to happen today, but I'm looking at your top, and I know what that top is. And I'm looking behind you, and I know what that is. Can we make this connection for the audience, please, Kerrilynn? I'm dying to show them.
Okay, I'm going to go for a walksies. Can I walk over there? And
sure, absolutely. Yes, let's do it.
All right, hold on, guys. We're going to go.
You don't need to take your camera. Just bring the painting back if you want. Okay, there it is.
It's on a wall.
Okay.
Then that's exactly the top that I'm wearing right now.
So okay, now put it down to your top. So you take your art and you make clothing out of it. What a super idea. And the pants. Look at that. And I mean, I've seen your website, and you have outfits for children and parents.
Like, for example, I have this.
Oh, wow.
And if you take a look, you can see the kitty on it. The Who Doesn't Want a Flying Kitty.
Oh, wow.
And it's reversible, so you can wear this as your front, or you can wear this as your front.
I can't hear you because it's reversible?
Yeah, so you can wear the back on the front and the front on the back. So the neckline works this way, or it works this way.
Perfect.
So depending on your mood, do you want to be all rainbowy, or do you want to be more mysterious?
Oh, awesome. Well, we'll come back with more about your artwork and your clothes. We do have a caller on the line. Olivia, is our caller still on the line with us? We were supposed to take a break, but we're going to skip the break and go into the caller. It is Brad from Calgary is on the line. So,
yeah, we've got Brad from Calgary.
Okay.
Let's see. Brad, you are on with Patricia and Kerrilynn.
Hi, Brad.
Hey, Kerrilynn, it's Brad Desjardins. Hey, how are you doing?
Hey. Ha.
Hey, I don't have too much time. I'm actually watching this while I'm working, but I was just wondering, those boxes are absolutely beautiful, and I can't believe how much stuff is actually in there. I was wondering if you could make one specifically for me.
Yes,
It's my
absolutely.
beginner stage, and I know you can do it. That would be absolutely amazing.
Absolutely, I can.
Wow, that's
awesome. And you were looking stunningly gorgeous today.
Thank you.
Ooh. Hi, Brad. How's your New Year going?
Pardon me?
How's your New Year going?
Oh, it's going great. I had a great New Year's, very small, and then like I said, I don't have too much time. Like, I snuck off, and I'm actually at work right now. But
thank you for calling in. I'll just let you talk to Kerrilynn then. There you go.
Yeah, I know. So I can't believe how much stuff is actually in that box. Like, I'm in shock. So I would love if you could make me one, because you know me very well. If you can make me one specific for my somewhat beginner stage, that would be amazing.
I certainly can channel you something incredible without a doubt.
Wow.
Oh, that would be amazing. And how do I just e-transfer the money?
I'll if we're just doing a one-on-one box, for sure we can e-transfer it for sure.
Okay.
I think you have Kerrilynn's contact information.
Yeah, you have my info, so feel free to.
You can discuss that part off the how's that.
We'll talk business later. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, well, I gotta go, but I just want to say you're looking absolutely beautiful, and your boxes are absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brad, for taking the
you guys
time.
Thanks for calling.
Oh, no problem. I'm still going to finish watching the show as much as I can before I get yelled at work. So I will.
Okay.
I will talk to you guys later.
Thanks, Brad. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Bradley.
Okay, with that, I don't know, Olivia, if you're okay to take us into a quick break. And when we come back, we will be talking more about this beautiful artwork and clothing. And I think there's other options for your artwork that we'll be able to discuss. So I guess we will see you right after a quick break. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Laura Goldstein, and here's a Coffee with the Universe tip. Let me ask you, how do you start your day? Do you wake up anxious and on edge, already feeling the pressure of your giant to-do list? Or do you wake up feeling calm, collected, and excited to start your day? Here's the little secret. How you start your day sets the tone and foundation for the rest of your day. A stressed morning creates a stressed, just reacting to everything day. A calm and connected to self morning leads to aligned and confident choices that help you reach your goals. So take a good look at your morning routine. What can you do to set up a healthy foundation for your day? To get some ideas and a sneak peek into my own Coffee with the Universe morning routine, go to www.coffeewiththeuniverse.net.
When was the last time you had that feeling that you knew something, but you couldn't explain how you knew it? How powerful would it be for your life and business if you could consciously tap into that magic within you? What if you could remember that there's something supernatural about you? Tune in to Absolute Alignment with Christelle Biga when success feels easy. Every first and third Friday at 1:30 p.m. Pacific, 4:30 Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
Listen up. The wealth you receive is a result of your personal relationship with the soul of money, meaning your spiritual well-being affects your ability to create abundance. Jennifer Bloom works with people to mend the spiritual disconnects that block up the cash flow. How's your relationship with yourself? Are you in balance with the divine? I know, these are big questions, but there are answers. Take Jennifer's free money relationship quiz to learn where you need to focus your energy and watch yourself grow into the abundance you deserve. Trust the divine. Learn to receive. You are worthy of all the wealth you seek. Visit jenniferbloom.com and click on the purple banner to take the free money relationship quiz. That's Jennifer Bloom, BLOOME.com.
Tune into 3 Things I've Learned with Susan Dolce every first and third Tuesday of the month at noon Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern on Transformation Talk Radio. Join Susan and her guests as they share the stories that shift our souls about radical transformations, courageous breakthroughs, and life lessons. 3 Things I've Learned with Susan Dolce. For more information, go to transformationtalkradio.com or visit Susan's website at susandolce.com.
Welcome back to Divine Guidance with Patricia. Our guest today is, take my breath away, Kerrilynn Noble from Esoteric Realms. She has a lot of platforms. I believe that we've been sharing some of the information on break. But I'd like to put, Kerrilynn, if you could just let us know what you would like to have on the bottom of your screen, your email, because you have so many different platforms, which would be the best.
Put my website up there and everything.
Your website, okay.
Yeah,
which is?
That just makes it easier. And you're welcome to use my email as well.
esotericrealms.net?
Yeah, super.
Okay, there you go. All right. So, I keep sliding forward off this chair. Okay, so, bad Trish. Okay, so, we're still open to callers, are we, Kerrilynn? Or, okay. So, we will, open up the lines again, 1-800-930-2819. If you'd like to call in and talk to Kerrilynn or myself, and ask any questions and be a part of our show today. 1-800-930-2819. Love to hear from you. Love to hear your input and to share energy with you. Thank you. All right, Kerrilynn, we're going back to the artwork. And I think that's another piece of art that's on the mantle there. You can spot your art anywhere.
You can't miss it. When you see Kerrilynn's art, you know it's
no, they're so unique and beautiful. So give us a little bit more.
This one was one of my first ones.
Okay, let's give us a little bit more information about what you do with the painting. I know that you you paint the colors and the dimensions of where you astral travel and where you consciously connect.
Yeah.
Then what?
Well, what happens is I start feeling all the information around me, and I start getting messages, and I start writing them down. Or I'll make an audio recording on my phone of the information coming in. And then I always build, well, not I always, I'm in the process of building meditations for each of my paintings on my YouTube channel. So that way people can actually use my painting as a portal and like a bridge on this is how you get there. This is what it looks like. This is what you do next. This is what you do next. This is what you do next. Okay, now you're here. Okay, here we're going into here. And so all that information on how I'm going to create this comes through as I'm painting this painting that we call later.
That's a lot of information.
Yeah.
That's a lot of, so, paintings, I mean, we won't get into the time that it takes to paint because I know that I live with an artist. My husband's very, very gifted in painting, and some paintings can take a very long time because he definitely says, I'm not painting anything unless spirit gives it to me. So he can be in the middle of a painting and it stops until, you know, he gets that, okay, this is for this painting, I can continue. Does that happen with you as well?
Oh, I'm in it right now. So I have not painted in my studio for 2 months except boxes, shells, everything. And you know what? My heart was like, it's not time. You're not ready yet. Nope, you're not ready for the new energy codes. Nope, you're not ready. You just hold tight, woman. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hold tight. I just sit and I'm like, okay, I'm listening. Yeah. And so eventually, about 4 days ago, I changed up my entire office. I cleaned it all out. I put it all together, put up my easel, put on my mermaid painting, had it painted for 17 hours in a row.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, and I got these beautiful stay wet palettes that keep my acrylic paints wet for days.
Oh, wow.
So it doesn't take me 20 minutes, 30 minutes to set up every day because I don't have to. And so I can literally just pick it up and just go, and I'm just right into it. And so I actually just revisited starting to paint again and accessing the ethers of the energy. Because for me to paint, my energy needs to be really clean. I need to have a very clean, pure energy to be able to access the information. So if I'm all over like this, I don't want to paint the astral fields because what am I going to paint? What frequency am I going to pull in? Like one time I was in a very not good place. I started painting and I was making these like low frequency energies that look really kind of, they want to get you. And so I realized that I will paint those too, those kind of critters, or I'll paint these ones. So it depends on where's my vibration to be able to maintain the balance of this painting. So it's an embodiment frequency to be able to paint. That's why I can't always paint because I'm not in that frequency.
Mm-hmm. I get that. I'm just... Wow. I just got hit pretty strongly by what you said there. A lot of times, and I'm really hearing this quite strongly, a lot of times in the past, everyone's had to put on a brave face spiritually. And everybody has felt like they have to be the shining light 24/7. Mm-hmm. And I think that in 2021, as much as I'm going to empower my being, I'm also going to allow the vulnerability of my being to come through. So I was wondering if you would like to join me in putting out something that is an Achilles heel, something that we as human beings, walking consciously as much as we can, have a hard time. That it's like a ball and chain. We drag it with us. So one of our weaknesses, one of our vulnerabilities. And ask that anybody in the listening audience has that vulnerability, to know that they're not alone, and to know that, it's going to take all of us, and sharing spirit with such an open heart and mind.
It takes a lot of guts to talk about spirit, especially to strangers.
Not me.
Well, when I was 20, it was a little bit tougher for me.
Yeah.
Now I'm 40. It's not so tough for me anymore. But when I was 18, 20, 22, 25, and realizing I have these gifts, but not quite sure what they were because there wasn't exactly a course or a book I could read that explained anything.
There still isn't.
Exactly. So I understand. I agree. So the things I'm learning are not in a book or on a video. I can tell you that right now. So I was a bit shyer talking about it when I was younger, and then developed that as I got older. It just took a bit more time for me to be able to share all of that because I was still trying to process what was coming in.
Yeah, I get that. We've got 1 minute. We can just talk about this a little bit, but after the break, we're going to come back and we're going to really stick with this topic and see what we can do with it. Also, Kerrilynn, can you quickly tell us about the giveaway?
Yes.
1 minute to the end of the show. Where did the show go? That's going to be my new logo every show. Where did the show go? Okay, so we've got 1 minute. I'm going to say thank you to everybody who tuned in, and I'm going to make a couple lives to add to my part of this show. And Kerrilynn, I'm going to hand it over to you, hon. Thank you so much for being on the show. Hopefully we can have you back. And what would you like to share with our audience before we leave?
I just want to share that I am so excited that you're on your journey, and that I'm so honored to support you, and feel free to reach out to me. If you're going through something, feel free to send me an email. I came on this role because I want to do this for you. I want to help humanity grow, and I want to be there for you. And if anyone hasn't told you you're amazing and awesome, I want to be that person to tell you you're awesome and you got this.
Thank you, Kerrilynn. We'll see you next time on Divine Guidance with Patricia, where time seems to fly virtually. And the guests are so amazing that I just get tied up in the beauty of sharing with people like Kerrilynn Noble from Esoteric Realms. Look her up, esotericrealms.net. You will not regret it. See you next time. Thank you for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you again. Thank you. Happy New Year.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host, guests, and callers, and do not necessarily reflect the views of the station, its management, or advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.